I know I said some bad things about War Thunder recently, and you are probably expecting more, but today, of all days, I suddenly feel like changing my mind. I feel that I was unfair in my criticism, and I want to make up for it. So, on this beautiful day, I would like to tell you why War Thunder is the best and most perfect game in existence. And what better place to start than the best game mode, tanks. I'm not a very good tank player, but I will try my best. The first thing I noticed upon getting into Tank RB is the fact that this mode is actually not about tanks. It is instead dedicated to planes, and tank players exist only to get bombed, rocketed, or shot by aircraft cannons. I thought long and hard about why this is the case. After all, Air RB is a mode only for planes, so why is Ground RB like this? Why people who only want to play tanks have to cope with hordes of planes that they can do nothing about? But then I realized. Tank RB is the Dark Souls of War Thunder. This game mode is specifically designed to challenge tank players, to make them better, faster, stronger, to put all their skills to the test and filter the weak. Only the most powerful are allowed to survive in Tank RB. The good players not only learn to outplay other tanks, but also to outplay aircraft. They first dominate the ground, and then take off to the skies and dogfight enemy planes in their tank. Only few are capable of this, but they are the ones who can be called the true masters of Ground RB. I have also noticed that Tank RB is a lot less profitable than Air RB. Why must tank players sweat their ass off to get a decent reward, while air enjoyers get quite a lot for just 1 or 2 kills? I came to the same conclusion. It is designed this way to motivate tankers to perform. Just doing okay is not good enough in tanks. You must be better. You must be stronger. You must be the Alpha Giga Chad. Tank RB tolerates no weakness. If you want to progress, you have to be the best. This, in my opinion, is genius design. Well done, Gaijin, well done. I have also often heard complaints about players going into battle with just one premium tank. And look, that might seem bad, but you have to realize that such players choose to play the hard mode. They choose to only have 1 life, which forces them to improve to get the most out of that singular respawn. Now that I think about it, every single issue of Tank RB is actually a feature that forces players to get better. Your shells bouncing off of paper tanks? Just aim better. Constant up tiers? Just play better. High repair costs? Just don't die. Your game crashing due to easy anti-cheat? Just build a better PC. Getting killed in your spawn? Just uninstall War Thunder. On that note, I do believe tank map design also follows the same principles. Half of the maps I played on were open fields with barely any cover, which also allow you to shoot into enemy spawn from 2 kilometers away. This encourages players to play like Chads instead of hiding, to dominate the enemy team before they can dominate yours. I would also like to mention that I believe Tank RB is based on Dungeons and Dragons. I say that because it seems you have to roll a dice every time you hit something. Sometimes you roll high and penetrate things you really shouldn't, but sometimes you roll low and your shell bounces off of the enemy driver's forehead. So, overall, I think I had quite an amazing time in Tank RB. The mental fatigue that this mode inflicted upon me has made me stronger as a person. Real life challenges do not scare me anymore, because I have already faced the biggest challenge of them all, War Thunder tanks. Now, let me go back on some things that I said in my last video. Bombers and premiums are good, okay? I love them. I realized this when I was thinking about the purpose of bombers in Air RB. They don't actually drain tickets by destroying bases, so they are useless, right? Unless they distract the entire enemy team by just existing. Bombers are easy targets, so fighters just can't help being drawn to them. Gaijin made bombers vulnerable for this exact purpose, to act as bait and set up easy kills for friendly fighters. Turns out, it was all by design. Well done, Gaijin. I also got a lot of comments saying that I was unfair to bomber players. Some people just want to relax and bomb, and I agree. I also like to pretend that I'm playing a single player game in a 16v16 team deathmatch mode. I also find it relaxing to die to 16 fighters on my tail, which I can do nothing about. We are on the same page here. There is truly no better way to relax than playing a bomber in War Thunder Air RB. A lot of people also said that I'm wrong about premiums. They are perfectly balanced and Gaijin does need to earn money somehow. Again, I fully agree. Gaijin Entertainment has only reported 121 million euros of net revenue in 2022. They are barely making enough to put food on the table. They need our help. Tutorials can wait. That is why I think a $75 price for a singular plane is absolutely justified. You might say it's too much, but I say it should be even higher. It's rank 8 after all. If I saw a rank 8 sandwich IRL, I would pay $100 for it instantly, no questions asked. So why are you hesitating? Buy a top tier premium now. Help the poor Gaijin executives. Only you can save them. There is also this popular belief that premiums are overpowered. Planes like XP50, Wyvern, Su-11, F5C, A5C, Ariete, whatever. Yeah, okay, these planes are better than most of their opposition, but think back to what I said about tanks. This is just a difficulty spike. They are there to test you. Fighting planes that outperform you in every regard is absolutely the best way to improve. Also, buying a broken premium gives subpar players a sense of pride and accomplishment. Let them have their moment. They have already struggled enough at the hands of good pilots. Let us all be kinder to each other. And finally, my point about tutorials. I have heard your comments and I have changed my mind. Tutorials are cringe, and providing zero information to players is based. In fact, War Thunder is already beyond based, because it not only tells you nothing, but also outright lies to you. How? I'm sure you've looked at plane stat cards before. You know, the things where it says the top speed, turn rate, climb rate, etc. of a particular plane. Oftentimes, especially when it comes to jets, the listed top speed is impossible to achieve in-game. Also, do you actually know what these numbers mean? Like, honestly, do you understand what 20 seconds of turn time means? Didn't think so. So, fuck tutorials. They would just be more misinformation anyway. Back in my day, we played Pong, and that game had no tutorials, guides, or tips. Now that should be the golden standard for all the modern games. No gameplay, no info, no nothing. I would also like to mention helicopters and boats for existing in this game. The simple fact that they exist fills me with happiness and determination. I salute Gaijin for including these vehicles into the game, as I truly believe them to be one of the things that have ever happened to War Thunder. Let's just leave it at that. I want to thank everyone who has left their comments and showed me the error of my ways. Only thanks to you do I now see the true greatness of this game. I am definitely not lying when I say that War Thunder is the absolute best game on the market right now. It is a masterpiece, a perfect product with no flaws. If you disagree, I don't care. Not today at least. Today, I stand fast in defense of my favorite game that I truly love from the bottom of my heart. Now, something tells me that I might change my mind tomorrow, but for today, just this one day, I will defend War Thunder at all cost. With that, it's time to say goodbye. If you made it to the end, congratulations. Happy April Fool's Day, everyone. After all, who is a War Thunder player if not a fool? Take care.